Yo, what up, guys? Producer KT here once again. I want to welcome you guys to this channel. And if this is the first time coming across this channel, please do well to subscribe because I'll be giving you guys something amazing on this channel. So today, sorry, on our last video, I made some instrumentals and I took you guys through some processes. And I said on our next video, I'm going to be like showing you guys how I like process my instrumental. So without wasting much of a time, let's dive into today's tutorial. So but before that, I'm going to play you guys the instrumental so you hear how it sounds, then before I continue the process. So basically that's just everything on this beat. So let's dive into the mixing process. So the first thing I normally do when like trying to mix, I do like arrange my percussions, melodies differently so that it would look nice and easier for me to access. So first of all, let me highlight where the percussion are more present, like where it is more fuller, where everything is like very busy. So the first thing I normally do, I will highlight everything and route it to a box, and I'll name it I'll just come here, click here and name it drum mix, so that I'll be able to like process it all at once. So then I'll just color it, maybe give it yellow color. I'll route everything to one box and I'll name it drum mix, just as I already did that. Route everything here, just like the same way I drum mix, mute it. So with this I can able to like control the whole melody and just if I want to offer the melody at once, I could just control it to this knob. So now I want to process the percussions now. So the first thing I normally do after routing into the drum mix, so I want to kind of like glue everything together. So what I'll just do, I'll add the capitator. The capitator like distortion. There's a distortion, so like still it still helps like glue the whole percussion together. And I'll raise it to about 3 dB. Let's give it about 3, like 2% drive. What's that? Let me see. 2.1 drive or 2, around 2. So listening to these drums, I'm not going to do much because they're already sounding clean, nice, because I took my time and made sure that I did thorough sound selection on my percussion. When trying to like create an instrumental or any kind of beats, do well to like take your time to like search for good and quality sounding percussions, one shots. So the kick is already sounding nice. So this was like something like this was I recorded this one, like I created a loop. I looped audio, drums, everything together. So this is just so what I'm going to do to that. I'll use a plugin called Modern Melody. Yeah, here you go. So I'll use a preset called Echoes. So yeah, you hear the difference now. I give it a different groove, sweet groove. So what I'll do, and I'll take out some. I don't think I need to even do anything. It does not have any low end, so I'll just leave it like that. I love it like that. So this it's kind of like having some. It's having some transient. So I'll try to take out some transient using what they call it. I'll use smack attack to try and glue it to the beats, taking out all those. Let me reduce the sensitivity. So I'm done processing the drums. I'm not adding anything much. So I only did a little processing on those two loops. So I will just go straight ahead to the melodies. So same thing for the melody. I will route everything and color them as well. Just give it a sweet color. And the first thing I normally do after routing my melodies, I'll add some saturation to all the melodies at once. I used to use to saturation. The first one I just put the preset like that, and the second one I use the clean preset just to make it clean. Yeah, clean preset. Then that's just all I do add on the drum box for our melody. So then I'll go ahead and clean up our melodies, like take out the unwanted frequencies. So all those muddiness. So if you listen to this, our melody now is carrying a little, it's kind of like a little muddy. So first thing I do, I'll put in my EQ to take out that muddiness so that the bass can shine. Once I play this muddy, the bass will start fighting for space, and if that happens, definitely your beat will be sounding bad. So and when you're trying to like cut out unwanted frequency or trying to cut out the muddiness of a particular especially the lead, don't do too much so that it doesn't change the sound. At least when you're cutting, you cut out and still keep the originality of that particular element. So yeah, so I'm taking out about 168 hertz. So I cut out to about 168 hertz. So I'm hearing some rumbleness here. Just take it down a little. So the next thing I'll do, I'll just add a little compression to it because it's a reverse chord, so it's kind of like not leveled. So I'll just give it a little compression. to increase the ratio to about 4.0. Type to soft. The release to about 500 milliseconds. So I'm going to be cutting out this particular element too. So I'll cut it out in a sense that it will not be clashing with our lead melody. So I'll try to like clear space. Our lead melody we cut it to about 168 dB. So we have to like take out more on this one so that the space we gave for our lead melody too can nothing's going to be competing for that particular frequency. So I'll cut about 200. So you can notice that even as I cut, I didn't do too much. I said cut and say kept. I cut and I kept the originality of that sound. So let's say I did like this. So that's why it's no longer having body, like it's now sounding too thin. So I'll just take it back. So at least the space is now there, but the originality of that sound is still there. So let's go to the next sound. So I'm going to apply our EQ too. Excuse me, take out the low end. Take this down a little. That frequency is kind of like high. You can see how sharp the frequency is there. So and I missed one thing. So this is thing I normally do on my lead melody. I used to use them like what they call side EQ, mid side EQ. So that mid side EQ kind of like normally helps me like clear more space, like putting my lead melody on a little bit on mono. I'll just take out the stereo. I'll just do a little cut on the stereo side of the melody. So I'll be using patcher. So on this patcher, this is the mid, and this is the side. So this mid is representing the mono of that our lead melody, and this side is representing the stereo. So I used to make it like a slight cut from the lows, so that I can give more space for the bass line to shine. So let me just solo that. I know you might not really like be hearing the effect, but at the end you are going to like see the difference. So you could just try it out. So I'll add a little compression on this too. Then I add a little reverb to make it, sound, to give it more depth. So I love using Luxver because it just gives me one kind of feeling like I don't do any tweaking. I just add it and control my knob here. Add the amount of percentage I want. I'll do a cut on this too. This one is kind of like having too much highs, so I'll just tame the highs down. It's too sharp for the ears, so I'll just bring it down. I don't need to do anything on the low side because it's not carrying any low end. So this is like the pad. So this pad is carrying a lot of low end, so I'll just take it out. Remember, our goal is for us to like make clear space, so so that everybody can coexist. That's just the whole thing. Okay? That's just the main reason we are mixing, so that every element can coexist and not clash, not fight for space to shine in the instrumental. Take out the unwanted frequency from that. So I will just add a little reverb to this too, to give it more depth. Then I'll use stereo enhancer, and I'll use for strings to put the strings at the back. So this chord, I'll kind of like layer it, so I'll just route the two of them to one place and route this to here. So I'm trying to like work on both of them together because they're both playing the same thing. So I just want to like glue the two chords together. So what I just added, I added CLE to a stereo and a fruity parametric EQ. I did a cut. So I'm like working on the both of them at the same time because I don't want to work on them individually. I could just do that, but I just want to work on them together. For the bass line, I'm going to like try to create because the kick and the bass are both clashing, and how do I like make the two of them coexist in the same frequency? I'll use what they call mid-side side chain. Sorry, so I'll side chain the kick. I'll be the kick to the bass, so that whenever the kick is hitting, the bass line will duck for the kick to shine. So I already load my Fruity limiter and I did some kind of like settings. Let me just route, yeah. So I reduced the threshold to about 35 dB and I increased this knob here to about 19%. The ratio to about 1.2 ratio, and the release. The release a little. It just depends on how it's sounding on your ear. You get what sounds better. Just make sure you play with the knobs. Like just play with the knobs till you get what you are actually looking for. Like I said before, mixing is there's no one way to mixing. You get for you to mix, you have to like use your ears to make sure that what you're working on is sounding right, is sounding how you feel it should sound like. I don't know if you understand what I mean. For you to just make sure that everything is sounding clean, sweet on your ears. So I'm done like processing everything here. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is balancing, trying to like make sure that nothing is clashing with each other. So I'll just balance everything, bring down anyone that is too high, anyone that is too low, take it up. That's just the essence of balancing. So balancing make balancing helps your mix. It also like add to the cleanliness of your mix. You get. Excuse me. So I'll just start with the drums. Take this down later. So I'll just bring down everything. Just remember something. I didn't work on a particular sound. This one. Let me quickly EQ that sound. So I really like how it's sounding, so I'm not adding anything to that. So, back to you. Panning to the right. sounding balanced now. I'm loving how it's sounding already, like sounding very clean. Pan that to the left, to the right, sorry. So I don't know what we are missing. Let me read this. Number 7. Okay. This is the pad. So I don't want it to overshadow everything. So the pad is just there under, like filling up those spaces, making everywhere floaty. So that's just the whole essence of me adding that pad. Like I said before, mixing is just preference, is what you are trying to achieve. That's why you hear that all instrumentals don't sound the same, but still sound clean. So let me just quickly work on the transitions. So I'll add a reverb on that transition. So basically that's just everything I'll be doing on the mix. I'll head on to the mastering. So basically what I just do on the master, I've added it before. I've kind of mixed this bit before, so I forgot to remove what I added on the master. So but what I just did do on the master, I use soft clipper. So I use soft clipper to glue everything together, glue everything. All this one anything that is gonna be going above. Basically, I just use soft clipper to tame, to make everything level. Anyone that is trying to clip to take it down. So I'll add the iron pusher again and start all over again with the mastering. But before doing that, I normally use mid-side EQ again to kind of boost the with aperture. So I'll just take out the low end. I'll do a boost on the side, on the mid. Then I look for some unwanted frequencies. Then the next thing I add, I'll use iron pusher to like make everything balance. So the first thing I'll do on the iron pusher, I will just boost the eyes, then give it increase the stereo imager, the image like to like make it wide. So just make it wider by increasing the stereo image. Then the next thing I do, I give it, I'll add a little body to it. Sometimes I do touch this low end, this low, but I think it's okay. Like I love how the low end is hitting, like it's hitting hard, the kick is hitting hard, so I don't need to do anything there. So I just increase the magic. Then I give it that volume. We have come to the end of this mixing and mastering sections, and you learned anything from this video. I know you have not subscribed yet and you are still watching this video. Please do well to subscribe so that whenever I drop videos like this, you'll be the first person to get notified. Don't forget to turn your notification button. I remain your producer, ckay. Peace out and see you on our next tutorial.